How's it going, everybody? It's been a while since we've done a few videos on this, so let's scroll on up. Of course, we already knew this was happening from the Beyond Walter, Wendy, and Wortox skill spotlight. We know what got added. They, of course, added their awesome skins. Look at these cool new ones, pretty sweet. I don't know if I'm going to go out and purchase them or not, but honestly, the collections look pretty sweet. Like, I mean, just like looking at all the things you can get here. It's been a while since I've, purchased anything from them. So maybe, just maybe, I'll end up getting myself some awesome goodies. Anyways, let's continue looking down here at more cool things that they're talking about. Of course, they are also mentioning something pretty unique. They are resurrecting skins that you can no longer have, or potentially proof of purchase. We have skins that are no longer available because they are proof of purchase rewards on official merch that are no longer for sale. Essentially what they're saying, as if you remember back in the day when some old skins were coming available from certain plushies that are now no longer in production, they're being pretty awesome because they're basically saying, look, we understand you can't have skins, and because of certain reasons, perhaps it comes down to shipping or other reasons, and you're just basically limited to what you can get. The first up is a crab pack, which you would get from a plushie, specifically a crab plushie that was essentially from Don't Starve Together Shipwrecked. So if you remember that, I actually have one behind me, and I do have the skin as well. So this is pretty sweet to see that Clay is actually going to come out and offer this to people that are not able to get it. And for the start of that, they're also going to be doing this where they're going to be able to allow ambassadors, aka Clay ambassadors, to give away free codes for them. So stay tuned for anybody that's going out there doing giveaways for this. Pretty awesome. But eventually, it sounds like it's going to be available on the store for purchase, or maybe in the Clay reward points section. I have no idea. I have to find that out if they're just going to be redeemable or purchased. I'm not too sure. Anyways, it's pretty awesome to see because this really opens the question mark of how many things are they going to offer. And of course, you know, this is going to be one of those things too, where if they do decide to put a lot of different skins on there, well, stay tuned for that, because I mean, the list goes on, and for us, many items that of course have been out in production for a very long time, specifically even the Funko Pops that a lot of people mention about all the time. So if you have some Funko Pops, I don't know if that would be part of it or not, but if it is, that would be pretty crazy. Otherwise, they go on to say about one last thing. Well, technically, and of course, that is the free set of points that I gave you. And then scrolling down here, it goes on to explain that they are basically waiting for the last remaining update to go through before they talk anymore about the next step regarding, you know, the whole roadmap for Don't Starve Together. Now, this is something that they release every year where everybody goes crazy talking about the roadmap and how it matters and blah, 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 blah. And then, unfortunately, it usually unravels where everyone kind of looks at Clay and says, you know, you said in January that you would come out with the roadmap, and then it's like March or something like that, and they're like, what's Clay doing? Taking forever. It's like, let them cook, okay? Let them cook. I think it's one of those things to remember that, especially for myself, I haven't played Don't Starve Together in a very long time. It's actually been quite a while. I'm going to start streaming it after this video, funny enough. But it's nice to let a company kind of do what they want to do. Now, there's been kind of like a lot of scrutiny going around about Clay taking their time on stuff, but that's exactly what you want. There's kind of like a mix and match between lots of different things, where sometimes they release content very early, and of course they get flack. Sometimes they release content very late, and they get flack. So it's kind of a lose-lose no matter what. But in the end, we know that Clay, I'm sure, has our best interests at heart, which you can tell because they are literally going out of their way to allow you to get skins that are no longer available. That shows you that they do care about the community, that people have probably been asking them and hounding them for years, going, you know, it would be nice to have this skin because I can't purchase it due to the shipping costs. There's a lot of people in Europe and different parts of the world that are unable to actually acquire those skins. So if you see this video and you realize that this is happening, remember that this is something that's coming from a company who truly cares about the community. Whether you like to think that or not, they really do. So the next time that they take their time with an update, or the next time that they go through the process of telling you to wait a little bit longer for something, maybe understand that it's not coming from a way of them saying, hey, we're lazy and we just need more time. It's probably the fact that they're actually making things work properly before they fast release it and have problems down the road. So just keep that in mind, especially when it comes to Clay. Have some patience, enjoy the game for what it is, because I've been waiting for a big update to come out. This one's pretty good. I'm going to give it a shot here in a few minutes, play a little bit, get used to Don't Starve Together again, see how I feel, and go from there. This game is one of those games that's going to be around for a very long time, I feel, and I'm sure there's some big news coming out soon. I can almost feel that there's going to be something big happening in Don't Starve Together. This way around the From Beyond, going to the very end of this year, September, it looks like it's going to be when the arc kind of finishes. I will pretty much guarantee that something large is going to happen in this game. It kind of needs to in order to give it a huge refresh. Not that it needs it necessarily, but I really feel like it's a long time coming. What that looks like, I have no idea. It could be something huge, or it could be something that's just continuing on the normal storyline. Regardless, have faith, enjoy the game, go out there and get some cool skins, just overall have a fun time. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.